G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD. In this video I'm going to take you through a very simple and conservative marine team build from the commander perspective. So I've recorded this on a single player server with Tempest and we've got cheats on, and so this is not a real game, it's just one I'm going to use to show you a simple build order. And the idea is this video is for anyone who is completely scared of being the Marine Commander, has never been it or has been it and completely failed at it and just needs some really basic pointers about how to play the game as Commander. I've already done some of these for Aliens, so I'm doing some for Marines now. The first thing you've got to do is obviously run over to the command station and jump in. So as I say, this isn't really for the more advanced players out there, it's for the basic players. The first thing to do is build an armory. If you're being conservative and you want to keep it simple, build an armory somewhere over against the wall. You don't need to get too tricky about placements. There are really cool placements you can do to try and minimize the amount of lurk gas that can hit them and stuff like that, but don't worry about that too much if it's just one of your first games. The second thing is grab a Mac from the command station, a little yellow mobile automated constructor that can help your Marines build things, and then ask your Marines to go to repair room. If they don't know where repair room is, you can give them an order by clicking on them and then giving them a waypoint. See, Tempest here has gone the wrong way, so he's going to go back and look at his order. Also, let them know they can bring up their map by pressing the M key, and you too can bring up your map by pressing the M key to check room names, and this is repair room. You can also see that in the top left of the screen. Now, because this is a conservative build, we're going to place a sentry gun. So I've selected a sentry gun from my bottom right menu, and now I'm checking its range. That's the line. I want to make sure the range is enough to go through that doorway up there, because that's where skulks are going to come from. And so Tempest is going to very helpfully build that sentry gun for me. Because this is a conservative build, I want to hold repair room, and I'll talk about the strategy of why a little bit later. The next thing I'm going to do is drop an extractor right here on this bottom node. If you see the alien commander infesting into the room, it's probably worth it to go the top node first, because otherwise you won't be able to get it later. But if there's no infestation coming into the room, then getting the bottom node first is perfectly okay. And what am I going to do next? I'm going to get shotguns. Keep an eye on my resources at the top. Notice I'm going through them as soon as I get them, so I'm not going to get armor or weapons upgrades. I'm going to get shotguns. This is because your Marines are your most important defenders. That sentry gun, if left on its own in repair room, will go down very quickly. You need Marines in there. You need to be on your microphone or on the text chat saying, I need some Marines to stay in repair room and defend our extractors. Because this is a conservative build, we're not going to be pushing out. The other option is up here, observation, but I'll talk in a little while about why I'm not going to get why I don't like to get observation in a conservative build and why I like to go to repair room. I'll do that when I start talking about the general strategy of the build. So I've only got 6 team resources right now, so I'm chilling out for a bit. Tempest is running back to buy a shotgun now that they're available. Having shotguns will make your Marines far more effective at both attacking and defense, and that's crucial when you're trying to hold repair room, because the aliens will try to take it from you. And I believe the next thing I'll build is a command station, but we'll get to that in a moment because I do not have enough team res to do that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get out and buy myself a shotgun as well, I think, just for funsies. In this room, you need to be one of the defenders, so you will have to be getting out of your command station occasionally. That's what I meant to say when I got out of the command station. I am commentating this after I record it. Now, something I forgot to do earlier is lock all the doors. You should do this as soon as you've placed your armory and it's being built. Go around the map and lock every single door. This restricts alien movement, but doesn't restrict your Marine movement, because Marines can unlock the doors by going up to them and pressing E. So lock all the doors as soon as you start the game. The next thing I'm doing is dropping a second extractor. Note this is before my second command station. I'm doing this because if you drop the command station first, you'll have to drop a third extractor anyway if you want to speed up the process of getting a command facility and then an advanced armory, which we'll do later on. So I like to get the third extractor first if we're being conservative. And remember, your Marines will have shotguns. They should have enough resources for 1 or 2 shotguns each at this point of the game. And they are your primary defenders. If you have no shotgunner in here and a skull gets in here, they will eat your sentry gun, and that will be 20 resources completely wasted. The reason I have the sentry gun in there is to make sure Marines can win every fight. If they fight in front of the sentry gun, they will win the fight because the sentry gun will assist them. And that's why I think it's good, if it's a very conservative build, to put a sentry gun down and spend that 20 team resources. It does limit you in how fast you can tech up, and usually when I play, I will never buy a sentry gun until very late in the game. But as this is a conservative build for new players, getting a sentry gun can assist your Marines in holding that room. Now, I need to get some tech, so I'm going to put a command station down here, just waiting for it. And while I do, let's talk about the strategy here. Basically, the edge of the tram tunnels, the edge of the tram tunnels border what on the outside gives you operations and elevated transfer, tram hub with a resource node, and this corridor here leading into alien expansion. So if you use this as your border of your little fortress, this is a great conservative way to play the game, because inside this border you have all the resource points and tech points you need to get flamethrowers and grenade launchers. Also, you can push out from there and hit a resource point, a tech point, and another resource point belonging to the alien team, that being alien expansion, tram hub, elevator transfer, and observation. So you can hit all of those points just stepping a little bit out of your little fortress of defense. So that's why I like this being a conservative build. If you go for observation, you stretch yourself too thin if you're trying to play conservatively, and you won't be able to defend all your territory. So there we go, I've got a second command station now. Now I'll just wait for my resources to tick up to 15 so that I can get a command facility. Command facility is essential to get flamethrowers and grenade launchers. I like to get flamethrowers and grenade launchers before going for weapon upgrades and armor upgrades, because I think they're more valuable. But please contribute to the discussion about that in the comments below. There we go, because I have cheats on, everything is researching very, very quickly, but you get the basic idea. That will take a while. And I'm going to cut the build off there, but the next thing you do is save up for team resources to get an advanced armory, and then once you've got that, you can get grenade launchers, or you can go to weapons module and get flamethrowers. So really, a lot of this depends on securing this area, and to that end, I'm going to go first person view and show you what you have to look out for in repair room. Because the door's locked, there's only 3 entrances. There's that one up there where Tempest is looking, that vent up there. Lurks like to gas out of there. There's also under the tram, there's a passageway leading in, and don't go down there because the ladders are disabled at the moment and you won't be able to get out. And there's also the doorway being covered by the sentry gun. I hope you've enjoyed this build video, guys. Look out for more NS2HD videos in future.